everybody. Today we're going to talk about a little bit about scheduling and organization, because most people when they start coaching have another full-time job, or they're a stay-at-home mom or a student, or something is taking up most of your time. So this is something that you're going to fit in on the side. And when I started, I had a full-time corporate job. So I've been a coach with a corporate job, I've been a coach and a teacher, and I've been a full-time coach. So I'm talking a little bit about how I fit in my business tasks with those different types of jobs. So there are a couple of things that we do every day as a coach. Your non-negotiable activities. Number one is you do a workout. Your proof of the product. You do your workout and you drink your Shakeology. Number two, you do personal development. So this could be a podcast or a book. Basically, you think about, where is somewhere that you could grow as a person? Is it leadership? Is it confidence? Whatever it might be, you do personal development in that subject. Number three, invite people to join you. Number four is recognition. So you just celebrate people in your challenge group, celebrate people in your life, celebrate people on your team, all that. So those are the tasks that you need to figure out how to fit into your day. And then of course you're running a challenge group. Not on day one, but maybe towards the end of your first month, you'll start your first challenge group. So you check in with them, cheer everybody on, that kind of thing. So when I was working a corporate job, I was a brand new coach, and I would do my workout in the morning. I would go work my full-time job, and I would do the rest of my activities in the evening. So I would do my personal development, I would invite people, I would check in with my challengers, and any recognition that I was going to do would all be in the evening. And you can watch TV while you can do it. You can unplug from electronics, and then you'll probably get it all done quicker if you can really focus. So that's my recommendation, is to focus, and then you can crush through your list in maybe like an hour, 2 hours, depending on how many people you want to talk to. But then when I was teaching, my business was starting to grow, and I had bigger goals, and I wanted to do a little bit more. So I would wake up in the morning, do my workout still, but then I started utilizing my lunch break. So during my lunch break, I would respond to messages, send some new messages, check in with my challenge group, maybe listen to a personal development podcast or read a book in my car. So I would just utilize those extra bits of time a little better. And then in the evening, I would just do more of my tasks. So I was just putting more hours into it. But I do have a lot of girls on my team who will do a power hour. So they'll have 1 hour and they'll just really focus and just crush everything they need to do in an hour. It just kind of depends on your goals and how quickly you want to grow your business, how much time you're going to put into it. And then of course, full time, I pretty much schedule my day 9 to 5, and just do more of those basic things. So send more invites, do more personal development, that kind of thing. So yeah, that's your schedule. It can look like pretty much however you want, but personally, I think it helps to get into a pattern, do things at kind of the same time every day. It just helps with that consistency. So the other thing I want to talk about is organization. So as you're talking to people, it's really important that you are having some type of a tracking system to remember who you've talked to, who you've invited, where the conversation left off. Because a lot of times you're going to invite somebody and they'll say, now isn't really a good time, but in 2 months when, after my wedding, or I just had a baby too recently, but maybe in 3 months I'd be ready to jump in. So remind me then. So you need some kind of a tracking system to remember who told you what, when you're going to follow up, that kind of thing. So one option, which is what I do, is pen and paper. At the start of every single month, I make a big old list of everybody who's ever told me no. And so I have it from the month before, but I'll add all those new names. I'll look through my Facebook Messenger, see who told me no this month, and add them to a big, fresh, big old no list. And I'll star people who I think it might be a good month to ask them again. I also have a list of prospects, just when somebody pops into my head, or I notice them liking some of my posts, or if I just, they just come to mind as somebody who would be awesome in my challenge group or on my team, I add them to my prospect list. So these are people I have not invited yet, but want to. And then I have a list of all my current challengers. And I notate, who I think would be an awesome coach, who I want to invite for maybe somebody for the discount that month if they love in Shakeology. So yeah, I just have a list of my current challengers and little goals for them. But yeah, so that's how I do that on paper. And I redo them at the start of every month. Another option is Excel, an Excel document, or a Google Doc, which you can do kind of the same format. You put the names, when did you talk to them, what did they say, have you invited them, when do you want to follow up, that type of thing. Also, another option is called Teamsy. It costs, I think, $25 a month, but it has a little area where you're going to put your goals or your why for why you're a coach, and you'll see it every day. It's super awesome. I don't use it right now, but I have used it in the past. And then they have a spot where you can check off when you did your workout, when you did your personal development, when you did your Facebook, a social media post for the day, that kind of thing. And then based on the income that you want to make with this business, they tell you how many invites you need to do a day, how many challengers you need to check in with a day, that kind of thing. So, or how many new hey girl messages you need to send a day. So that's sending somebody on Facebook, hey girl, just saw you, whatever, just a check-in with somebody to rebuild a relationship or form a relationship for the first time. So it has all these goals for you, and you kind of check off as you go. And so if you're tech savvy, you might like that. And it uploads your whole Facebook friend list into there. So super cool. If you have any questions, let us know below, and can't wait to hear how you guys choose to organize your business. See ya.